Hi, I'm Alyssa, and I like to share my experiences on the healing journey to help other people heal and awaken as well. Here are 5 signs that you might be going through a spiritual awakening. Number 1, a deep sadness and unsatisfaction with your life. Now, this hit me really hard as depression. I'm not a doctor, so if you do need medical help, please seek it. But a lot of times when we're going through a spiritual awakening, it can feel like such a sadness and unsatisfaction in our life because we might be trying to fill our life with money, food, people, sex, shopping, all sorts of things, because all of a sudden what used to make us happy doesn't anymore. And it's because our soul is craving something else, something that the physical world cannot give us. So if you are feeling all of a sudden really sad and just unsatisfied with where you are in your life, I invite you to go within, to meditate, to study spiritual teachers and ideas and spiritual healing tools, because a lot of the time that sadness and depression is just showing you that it's time to wake up and your soul wants to wake up. And let me tell you, there's so much beauty on the other side. What really helped me on this path of sadness was plant medicine. Had I not found ayahuasca, I don't know that I would feel as great as I do now. I just feel that sadness and darkness really led me on that path. And I think everyone has a different path of what's going to help them on the spiritual journey. But I urge you to look for things outside of this material world to bring you joy and awakening, and see if that helps. The second sign that you might be going through a spiritual awakening is synchronicities. Now, everyone loves angel numbers, so you might see a lot of 222s, 1111 on the clock or on license plates. But another thing that will start to happen as you awaken is synchronicities. Like, you'll think of someone and they'll call you. You'll have dreams about a friend and you'll run into them. Sometimes you might be reading a line in a book and then look up and see that word somewhere. Lyrics in a song can start to speak to you about what is going on in your life. So a lot of synchronicities are showing you that you're aware of what's going on, because there are no coincidences. Synchronicities are always going on around us, but when we start to notice them, it's because we're starting to wake up. The third sign that you are going through a spiritual awakening is you might not feel like you belong where you used to. You can't vibe with your friends that you used to be able to vibe with. You can't be in the places that you used to be able to be in. I used to hang out at a lot of bars. I used to work at bars. And there just got to be a point where I just energetically, when I started doing the awakening work and meditating more and being in nature more and connecting to my soul more, I couldn't be in those vibrations and environments anymore. I couldn't hang out with the same people. And it's not that you're better or worse in these places or people. It's just that you're vibrating at a higher level and your soul is calling you to connect with people that are on the same page as you. So you might have felt like you belonged your whole life, or you might have never felt like you belong. That happens a lot to people that chose here to awaken, I believe. So if you just start to not resonate with people, places, and things that you used to, it's okay to let them go. It can be really hard, but just know that once you do that and step into your power, you will find the people that you're supposed to be around, and you will find the places where you're supposed to be, and you will so feel like you belong. The fourth sign that you are going through a spiritual awakening is your dreams will start to get really intense. And like I said earlier, they might even start to come true. You might start to have premonitions of things that happen in dreams, and it's kind of freaky when this happens. It's like your spirit guides are connecting with you to give you messages, and oftentimes the dreams can seem weird, and I wouldn't recommend like looking up a dream book. I think you should ask yourself what this dream represents to me. What was the feeling that I was getting from the dream? What is it trying to tell me? And if you start writing your dreams down every morning, after a while, you'll start to remember them more and they'll start to make more sense to you. But yeah, what can happen is you can have premonitions in your dream, you can see the future, you can often connect to other parallel realities that you may want to be on, or you may connect with in parallel realities with people that you're having relationships with on those realities. Like there might be someone in this life that you feel a strong connection with and you're not quite sure why, and your dreams might show you connected to those people in other realities. Like say you're really good friends with them or married with them, and that's not happening in this reality. So pay attention to your dreams. The fifth sign, and this is my favorite, of going through a spiritual awakening is an obsession with all things spiritual, religious, metaphysical, where you are just obsessed with finding the answer. And I don't think we can ever fully know the answer. I think that life is a great mystery, but you can start to get some of your questions answered. You can start to see life in a whole new way. And when you're on the spiritual awakening path, you might become interested in a bunch of different religions, a bunch of different books, a bunch of different teachers. And you can pull from all of these ideas to create your own sort of way that you see the world and way that you see spirituality. And you might pull different beliefs from different systems and find out what resonates and what's true for you. So if you're going through a spiritual awakening, I know it can be scary and it can be rough, but just keep going. On the other side, there is so much beauty, so much light, and so much love. Much love.